list of one of the most important things you need to know about your market when it comes to looking for a new role or being successful in that role?
Yeah, I'd say first of all, be confident. One of the big learning is if you are in London and you are working for a British company or an American company, they are looking for someone who speaks German, native French. They need you more probably than you need them, if I can say, because without you they cannot tackle this market. And it's not just because you speak the local language. I think it's because you know about everything in the country. Like if I'm thinking France right now, it's going to be like, who are the best customers to go after? And some of the best customers may not be the most famous in the world, the most famous brands in the world, but you know because you've grown up in this country that some accounts may be really, really good, but they are not known by the Americans or the British. And why you matter more as well is because you may be coming from as well the city, the same cities that your customer grew up to, so it's going to help you build more relationship, more trust with your counterpart, and this is what's going to help you transform them into a champion and get the deal done at some point. So I've interviewed a lot of now junior, especially in the last year and a half, BDR, junior AEs, etc. And I felt that they were a bit too shy and not confident enough to sell themselves because they don't realize the value they have for us as an American company who's landing in London and trying to open an American market. So I would say like, show the companies that you know the market more than them, why you know them more, and be more confident into selling yourself.
Yeah, amazing. Jafar, as well, I know you've recently moved roles. What would be your advice with interviewing recently and really showing off that market knowledge?
I have a very interesting story. First of all, I just want to reiterate on this argument of be confident. It is extremely important, especially if you are trying to join the be in sales. So I came to the UK 4 years ago after I did my bachelor, not here, but in Turkey. And I came here with a kind of the only goal that I wanted to start working here in tech sales. And then I didn't have any particular sales background. I worked as a BDR for 6 months in Azerbaijan. And it is like that you cannot sell that experience, and like it would even potentially play against you if I would be talking about it in the interviews. So I completed my master's, and then kind of the whole idea was great. I will have 2 years of a graduation visa so I can gain the experience here. And then I kind of sat down, what is my SWOT analysis? What are my strengths? And what I understood is my main strength is the language skills, particular language skills, especially the Russian language that I speak very natively. And 4 months before graduation, I started to look and apply at every single role that required that specific set of skills. And I found only 3. I applied to all, and I got a job offer for 2 of them. And one of them have proposed a work visa settlement for me, which was kind of a surprise for me because out of like 80 people with whom I was doing master's degree, I was the only one who got that. And it was like a big celebration back in my country. So kind of definitely, the whole country celebrated that.
I missed that.
And I remember like it was very interesting about confidence. So like I imagine like 20-year-old, no prior tech sales experience. I just like spent 3 months preparing for that. And then I put in my CV books, spin selling. And I swear I have only read 1 page of that book. And I swear that I joined the interview and my Australian manager tells me, so you have read Spin book and you mentioned it in your CV. Can you tell me what was your main learnings? And I just reiterate the first page to him. I say that I really like that book because it is not a traditional sales book that focuses on a big scope of different tech sales companies and really spoke about methodologies that really work. And he got like, wow, that is so interesting. And I got the sponsored job, which was, it was just without reading any book. So, and then I learned, and the rest is the history. So just be confident, don't lie in your CVs, because if they would know now, they would fire me if I would be there. Definitely bad advice, but be confident and try to understand what are your strengths actually are and push on them as much as you can. during those conversations, because if I would just try to sell myself based on general parameters, all of us will be similar. So you need to like even come up with a potential USP of yours and position it in a way that will make another person very interested in you. That kind of my take.
I definitely agree on that, because especially even if you're a German speaking person, you want to get a German AE role, BDR role. Yes, you speak German, but it's about you, your personality. The reason why I can say I'm so successful selling into Germany, because I'm not a typical German person. Yes, I can speak fluent German. If they don't see me and just hear me, they'll think this is a German person. But when they see me, they're like, oh, how did you learn German? You speak German? And I don't approach them in the German, typical German way. I'm very correct. I'm very just me, the African, just chilled. I'm personable, and they like that. So be yourself, bring your own culture into it, to your language that you speak, because that's when you're more unique, and they'll remember you than the 100 other middle-aged, people that they speak to. So you are unique, and you should show your uniqueness in the interview, in your person, not what's on the CV. It's the person. They'll hire you because of you.